Hey guys, how's it going? One thing I've realized in the past couple weeks is your happiness level is fully dependent on your mind, right? It's not necessarily dependent on what item you have or, the point you're at in your life right now or anything like that. People that are truly happy could be happy with nothing or be happy with everything. And I think that's something that everybody overlooks, right? Because for me, I like material things, as so do you probably. And, let's say right now I want to get a motorcycle. I think I'd be happy with that. But if I get it, I would smile, I would like it, it would be really fun, and I would be, I'd think happier. But if you have it for a year and you have other issues going on and you're not truly mentally stable and happy, you're not going to be happy just because you get a certain item. And, you'll hear people saying, like, even rich people say that, money doesn't buy happiness. And as somebody who doesn't have money, you're like, well, I would be happy if I had money. And that's a conversation that can go either way, I guess, because money does bring freedom, and you're more likely to be mentally happy when you have freedom and no stress about like other things. So I think there's a double-sided argument for that one. But for the most part, if you can be happy when you're broke and you have absolutely nothing, you're going to be happy when you're rich, or at least have some money. But money aside, guys, really mastering your mind and being happy with yourself and being happy with the things you do on a day-to-day basis is, I guess, a certain level of fulfillment that many people won't reach and that you should strive to reach. I'm not saying I've reached it. I'm just saying that you have to realize that true happiness seriously just does come from your mind. Like, your mind controls anything. You can literally think things into existence or think things out of existence, because your mind is everything you have and everything you know. Without your mind, you are truly nothing when you really think about it, because this is how you think. This is all your reasoning. This is everything you know is just in your head. And without that, you quite literally have nothing. So, yeah, I guess try to master that as much as you can. But, I think it has to do with a lot of things, but you should have a schedule. You should be content with the things you're doing each day. You should not hate the thing you do. And, yeah, I don't know. And find enjoyment in things. I think a lot of people really just don't have hobbies. They don't do anything. And that's something that like kind of gets me mad a little bit. Not that I can do anything about it, but like, you ever meet somebody and they just like, yeah, I'll go to work and then I'll come home, and then, or like if they're in college, like, I'll go to college, I'll go to work, I'll go to a party, and then I'll just kind of sit there and I have nothing else to do. Like, what do you mean you don't want to like get something and do a hobby and do, like, for me, like, I was in RC cars, I still am, like, that's years and years, bunch of money. I mean, not, it doesn't need to be money, but hobbies are generally going to cost money, right? Like, bunch of time. It's a cool niche hobby. Like, if I get a motorcycle, that's gonna be another hobby that's fun. I'm inefficient. Like, there's so many different things that I like doing, to where it just doesn't. I don't understand how somebody can just like, ooh, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna watch movies and eat, and I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna repeat my day. Those people are just the most boring people. But yeah, sorry if you're one of those people, but you really got to find a hobby, dude. Because I feel like if you have something that you enjoy, it's going to be a lot easier to be happy with your life, if that makes sense. But yeah, guys, nevertheless, the main point that I'm trying to say is you could you could technically be homeless on the side of the road, living out of your car or whatever, and be just as happy as the guy who's has $10 million in his bank account. And it sounds really, really weird, and most of the time you will not be as happy as that guy. But if you truly master your mind and you're in a place where, like, let's say you're making just like, you're working just like out of Taco Bell, and you're making a little bit of money, but it's just enough to like support you living out of your car, and you're just living in Florida and it's just like fun, you could be just as happy as a dude that's making 10 million. Now, will you be? Probably not. And I don't strive to be that way, but you get what I'm saying. If you fully master your mind, there's nothing to be worried about. There's nothing to be like, you won't be worried because you'll be happy. And yeah, guys, hopefully you all kind of understand what I'm saying. And obviously there's some like barrier and extent to everything I say, because like you can't just be homeless and do nothing and be happy. Like, you're going to have no purpose. But ultimately, success and I think happiness and everything, it comes from within. It comes from you wanting it and really just doing it on your own and figuring out your own path. So yeah, guys, that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. But seriously, I do appreciate the support. I know, you know, my topics are a little bit all over the place, but I hope it's reaching the right audience, and really, you know, I hope it helps at least one person. So yeah, guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.